8 minutes gone past the hour of 10 o'clock. We're going to be having a good time, having a very healthy conversation. I apologize for those of you who are actually waiting for me to come on 9 o'clock. Yes, obviously we have a lot of commercials, so I had to pave way for that. And then, of course, 10 o'clock is the time. So if you're on with me, all you need to do is just stay close to your radio. And in case you're actually watching us online, stay close to it. If you're doing it on air, also stay close to it, because we have a nice conversation. We have something nice to talk about today. Today, I'm going to go straight to the point. There's something we need to talk. I'm talking about you and me. We need to discuss about something that a lot of people have been having as a problem in their life. Some people say no, they can be part of it, and some people say yes, they can be part of that. Some people say no, it's not very possible, and some others say yes, it is possible. So today we're going to be talking about it. And what is that thing that we're talking about today is abstinence. I want to be vining to something different. So we're going to be talking about abstinence, and I'm talking about abstinence from sex before marriage. Now I'll break it down. A lot of people say, it's not good for you to have sex before marriage. Some people say it's good for you to do that before marriage, so you know your partner very well when it comes to that area and all of that stuff. But we all know what abstinence is. There's a whole lot of benefit from it. But then there's been a lot of, argument and debates on whether they should go on and having an intimate relation or intimate relationship before marriage. So some say they do have that and they don't have problem, and some say they do it and they had issues. There's been a whole lot of debate based on this topic. So the question is, I'm asking a question. I got a lot that we were supposed to be talking about, but I decided to come up with this because of something that came up recently. So the question is, have you ever gone through or had sex before marriage? Have you ever experienced anything that had to do with abstinence? If you have, I want to know exactly the experience. What was your experience? And then for those of you who actually say that, look, you can't do it, it's not possible, you want to have an intimate relationship with your partner before you get married. And I also want to know exactly how it worked for you. Okay, I want to know how it worked for you. So that's our discussion for today, because time is fast spent. We only have 1 hour, possibly maybe 2, for this particular stuff. But if not, we're definitely going to have another discussion afterward, maybe by 11 o'clock. But from right now till 10 o'clock, we'll be talking about this. So let's talk healthy conversation. Let's converse about this. Some people say they cannot, go through abstinence. They can't do abstinence. Some people say they can't. Some people say they did even before they got married, and it was swell. It was good. They got a lot of benefit. It was cool. And some people say it's not cool. They're over that they can't do such. So I'm asking a question. Okay. The question I'm asking is abstinence. Have you practiced it? Have you practiced abstinence before, or are you practicing it right now? What has the experience been like? I want to know exactly what has the experience been like if you're not, or for abstinence while unmarried. If you're not married and you don't want to practice it, you don't want to get into it, you don't believe in it. I want to know exactly your reasons. So let's talk. Okay? I personally believe that is natural for some people, based on the benefit that look is better for you to not have sex until you get married. Okay. But then some people say no, It's good for you to have intimate relationship with a person that you want to get married to before you marry the person. And people came up with different kind of ideologies. There's a lot of debate, even in the internet space. You can see it right there that people are saying and talking about this. This is one of the biggest topic ever in the world, believe me. So as a Christian or as a religious person, have you ever gone through abstinence before? Have you ever done it before? Do you practice it? Have you ever practiced the stuff before? Abstinence, staying away and indulging yourself by not, like practicing and staying away from having sex, or staying away from having sex before you get married to the person that you love, that you want to get married to. Okay, so that's the question. Do you have any experience about this? Are you practicing it, or have you ever practiced? And if you are not married, why don't you want to practice it? Because people have different concepts when it comes to abstinence. So that's what we're talking about. Let's talk. I want to have a healthy conversation with you, and I know you can give me a buzz on the number 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number for you to call in. And if you also want to send a text, you can also do that. I can read your text. Hello. Good evening. What's your name? Hold on. I think I'm having a little of technical issue here. I really can't hear you. Let's see. Can you call back so I can fix this technical issue up in here, so we don't have a glitch in this communication. All right. So let me I'm trying to see if I barely hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right.
So
welcome.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Ijeoma Goodness. I'm calling from Ojo.
Okay. Chinyere Goodness. All right. You're welcome to the show. So what would you have to say about abstinence? Have you practicing it before? Do you know anything about it? What is your take on, not having sex before you get married?
I would say that so shall happen to me and nothing good that come out of it. So as far as, though I'm single now, and if I happen that I will get married tomorrow, that shouldn't be a problem between me and my partner. As far as both of us, we are not virgin. Yes, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
I'm getting you. Go ahead.
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem. Me going down with him or him going down with me, that shouldn't be a first topic we should discuss about. Neither is it the last topic we should discuss about. There's many reasons, reasonable conversation for us to talk about. So that shouldn't be the first topic.
Okay, so the question, you're not married yet, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. But do you believe, let me answer the question real straight up. Do you believe in, or you don't believe in having sex before marriage? Straight up.
I don't believe.
You don't believe in having sex before marriage?
Yes. I don't think that is a first thing for two couples, for upcoming new couples to think about.
Okay.
That shouldn't be the first thing they should think about.
So what exactly you should be thinking about? What is that thing that you should be thinking about apart from that?
Okay, we have reasonable things to think about. First of all, the two partners supposed to think about what they can bring. Okay, how they can come together to support themselves in reasonable way.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't, you don't pray to marry a liability in your house, and you bring that person home, and the only thing the person can do for you is to come and produce children, while you as a man will only pray for you to be a sperm donor. At the end of the day, you will start looking for who to blame. So I think you should think, they should think working, first of all, working, and also bring a good idea to their relationship, not waiting, looking for people to seek advice for before they will make a better home for themselves.
No,
yes,
but
at least another thing is they should lead by example. People should learn from them. Yes, people should learn from them and let them stop living in pretense. Not that their home is not good, they will come out and continue living in pretense. And people will see them as people that their marriage is working well, whereas it's not working fine. So I think there's many good things for them to reason. That shouldn't be the first thing.
okay. All right, but okay. you know that a lot of people were having an argument about this issue. It's been everywhere in the internet.
I know.
And some people,
it's long I've been hearing this.
some people say that, look, it's better for you to have sex before marriage, so you know exactly what you're what you're putting yourself in, and you think
having sex, penetrating doesn't give you, for you to penetrate to a woman, that doesn't give you right for you to know that yes, this is a woman you want to marry. No. If you want to find out whether she has what you need, then you should go to doctor. You going down with a woman after person had you dump her, or after person who you dump him. Our people say that the bag you're supposed to open, you know quite alright that you're supposed to open. There is no need for you to pinch it.
Oh.
So when you know that you love a woman and you need to settle down with this woman, there is no need for you to be testing the woman. You're not testing officer. After you don't test that person for how many years, you will not dump that person and start looking for another person to test. You will continue testing.
Okay.
And that is why some people end up marrying because if you cannot marry the people you spoil. Sorry.
Okay.
If you cannot marry the people you spoil, you can marry people the people that another people spoil. Yes, because whatever you sow, you will reap. So penetrating or having sex with a woman or a man or going down with a human beings, that doesn't give you a priority that they are the one for you. There is many reasons for you to think. Okay? Bye for now. What is your name, sir?
My name is Ryan. Call me Ryan.
Wow. All right. You're welcome.
Thank you. I should be welcoming you. Thank you so much for calling. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Nkechinyere, right? All right. I had to give her that opportunity for her to be able to talk that long because we're just starting, and that's the first caller. We still have a lot of calls coming in. It's Bonzing. So if you want to be part of the show, please call the number 0700-903-903-903. Hello. Okay. Okay. Maybe you can. Good evening to you. I'm not hearing you properly well, but hello. Can you hear me? Okay. Maybe you should call back again. Okay. So what are we talking about on the nighttime show today? We're talking about abstinence, and I'm trying to put it in the best way that you can understand the reason why people say they can't, do abstinence, stay away from sex, stay away from indulging themselves into an intimate relationship like sex and stuff like that. Now, this is actually connected to getting married. You know that as a Christian, it's a religious, people And we used to hear that it's the best thing for you to do is stay away from sex before you get married, because if you do, you have certain things. It doesn't really go well with some people. And some people said, no, I can't do it. I want to have sex and have intimate relationship with the person I want to get married to before I want to get to know what's up with that person, and if either the person know how to do it or not. So it's been a whole lot of controversy when it comes to this topic. But hello, are you there? Okay, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Odessa. I want to remain anonymous.
All right, anonymous. Go ahead.
Yeah, please, I have your topic now. Just let me shoot in something.
My name is Raheem. You can call me Raheem or call me Ryan.
Okay.
Good. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you clearly, but you can speak out a little bit more. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I said I am of the opinion that before getting married, you should know who you are marrying sexually. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
I want to tell you that many marriages have scattered today because of sex in marriage. If you know what you want before going for it, I don't think abstaining from it will work well. I want to use myself as an example. I talked about that before even being engaged, but along the line it happened. Except when you are doing online relationship or distance relationship, that you are not seeing each other, that such a thing will happen. I can bet you 99.9%.
Okay, we're having that. Okay.
Some of us who pretend to be more Catholic than the Pope, or to be more Christian than those that brought Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
We pretend a lot. But if we should voice out our minds and say the truth, we will see that most of them, or many of them, will support sex before marriage.
Okay, so anonymous, what are you telling me right now? That are you married? You're married, right?
Hello? I am.
Okay, fine. So you didn't practice abstinence before you got married to your wife?
That is what I'm telling you. Absolutely no. No.
And the reason
you have to know what you want. You have to know what you want to take in. You see, marriage is for better or for worse. Once you do it, that is the end. I get me.
I'm guessing.
I don't believe in divorce, but once you are in, no coming out except sex or maybe maltreatment or something like that. But if you are not maltreating or having extramarital affair that will lead to divorce or something like that, once you are in marriage, you are there. Then when you now go into the marriage, you now discover that you have this woman that doesn't like sex. Why you, as a man, you love sex? Or, I don't know if you're getting me now. I don't know how to put it online. I don't want to spoil people.
No problem. Nobody.
You always have urge for sex. And when you now married with somebody, the person will now be that type that don't touch me. I don't want. That's so. I don't know if I use this word, now if it's going to discuss another thing. But let me know you should understand what I'm saying.
I understand. Go ahead.
The trouser or the clothes you want to wear before you take it home. That's my own take. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. I've gotten your take on this. Now, a lot of people say no, they can't do it. They can't stay away from what the anonymous is talking about. Is saying that, look, you should know exactly what you're getting into. You should know the kind of person you want to get married to. So there's no need for you to say you just know the person and get with it. Anonymous actually didn't practice abstinence or sex before marriage, but that's what it's got to say. I'm still trying to hear from you and all the ladies out there who we're always accused of so many things. You can always take this opportunity and call me on this number 0700-903-903-903, and let's talk about abstinence. We're talking about abstinence on the nighttime show with Ryan. Abstinence, and I'm asking a question: if you have practiced it before, if you have done it, or you are actually practicing it right now. If you have any experience, you can actually call me on the show, on the nighttime show, and let us know what you think. If you're unmarried and you don't believe in it, I want to know the reasons. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
My name is
What's your name?
Good evening.
Melvin.
My name is Collins.
Collins.
From Aguda.
Okay, I go to Sura later. Collins, you heard what we're talking about. What is your take on this?
For me, I'm single. I've never married, but I'm almost like something years. Ne?
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I want to know the type of woman I will marry by having sex with her. It's possible for me because, to me, like now, what made me not to get married up to now is that because of someone that I'm dating with, I'm having an affair with. I traveled and I missed contact with that person, and since then I've never seen a woman. Not that I don't make a woman, I've never seen a woman that in that part of them. Because let me tell you the truth, sometimes people think that sex is not part of love, but to me I feel that sex is part of the love.
So let me ask you a question now. So if you want to get married now, okay? If you want to get married now, you want to have
of course.
Before
so
you get married.
Yes.
And then you want to ignore what your pastors are preaching, that it's not good for you to have sex before marriage.
Yeah, exactly. It's because of that past sense I don't want to go fast like that, but I want to be sure. And anybody that I met, I'm in Nigeria like something like 4 years. I don't have a girlfriend. Not that I don't do my things, but any day I have a woman that I feel like to marry, I would like to have sex with that woman.
Before you marry her.
Before I talk about marriage, I will have sex with
What about when you now finish having the sex with the lady that you want to get married to, and then all of a sudden you don't like that woman again, and then you say you want to marry somebody else?
Maybe because I will not think that is my I don't know how to put it, but let me tell you something about life. To me, my own understanding.
I'm listening.
Because my way of life, I'm in Nigeria, but my all way of my life is in South Africa. You understand?
Okay.
So to me, I feel like sex is part of love.
So
I don't know how we.
So where are you calling me from? You're calling me from South Africa?
I'm calling you from Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria.
Okay, fine. So
I'm telling you that sex is part of love. Without not testing, no marriage. Because I don't want tomorrow you will say that this guy is not the type of a guy I want. Maybe he's not too strong on bed. It's better you know the part of the type of human being I am in time.
Oh, that's
not
the reason.
Tomorrow I'll be having the horse in my marriage or something like that. You understand?
Now
part of marriage.
Now I understand you. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right. Now, thank you. Thank you. You too. All right. Now, so he's saying he wants to definitely. He's not married. He's 30-something years old. He wants to do it before marriage because he wants to know exactly what he's getting himself into. Literally, that's what he's saying. And he doesn't want the woman tomorrow to start saying, "Oh, you're not the kind of man I want. You're not strong in bed. You're not very good. You're not very this and that." Because I want to believe that a lot of women are like this. When you get married, they start telling you things. They say you're not good enough and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to say this. Women sometimes will want to say that. I mean, like I had someone who called. Okay, I think I need to pick this call before I talk about this. Hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name? And your
that is Matthew from calling from Ikotu and Mosholo Kagoni.
All right. So, okay.
I'm listening to this discussion. I quite believe in what the first lady that it really make a lot of sense. If I'm not getting married, I would have be tempted to go for such a person. You're talking about discussing about the future of marriage. That is 1 out of 1,000 women. Very important. And I searched for that. I couldn't get it. I'm married and I'm suffering from it. Marry a woman that I don't like discussing anything in marriage is very, very dangerous. So, but what am I saying on issue you are talking of? The people that are saying to taste, to know how the person is and the sexual issue, that is the highest mistake a man or a woman will do. Because pretense will be full of pretense. The person can show you very active sex life. Since you want to entice you with sex, after marriage, it can throw you off. So for the people that are saying, to know how it is on the bed.
Okay. And
the one secret I want to drop here is immediately sex starts first. The marriage, the relationship that we marriage, there will be secrecy. There will be no openness in their lives.
Okay.
They begin to hide their secret lives. That immediately after marriage will begin to unveil. And it's those secret lives that always cause divorce and marriage. Not me anywhere. Because any life you have known, your partner before you marry the person, whether it's bad life, evil life, you can manage it. I've seen it. But I tell anybody anywhere that what causes divorce is those hidden characters, hidden bad life from the man or from the both opposite sex. So, and I discovered that people that avoid sex first, they always live at peace in openness to work a bit to each other, and they have more discussion than that people that rush into sex before marriage. I have married. I married without having sex.
Oh, good. But that's what I want to hear.
It's not, even when I had mistakes, I have something happened in the first. When I want to get married again, I still marry without sex. Apart from pastors preaching it, but I see some reasons in it. So, but nevertheless, marriage as well, sometimes, I may say by law somehow. Somehow, but we have to do our own, then leave God's own. But when somebody wants to marry, leave everything to God, he will make a mistake and later blame. And when someone wants to marry and go into canary 100%, he will still make a mistake. So we have to study and we still study along with God if we are a child of God, and we may make good marriage. That's what I see there.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. My man up in here is saying that he didn't really get into the sex thing before marriage, and is still hooking up with that knowledge that it's not necessary for you to get married. I mean, to have sex before you get married. All right, now it's a nighttime show. Raheem is my name, and we're talking about abstinence. Do you have sex before marriage? Do you believe in it? Do you don't believe in it? If you're unmarried, do you want to do that before? And what's the reason? We want to know. I want to know. We want to know. The whole world want to know. I'm going to be reading some text, but I think I've got more calls coming in. And so let's check the calls up in here. Hello? Sorry. You can call back again. Please call back again. And then for those of the ladies out there, I want to hear just one lady to call. I want to hear from all the ladies who will want to talk from their own standpoint of view. The number to call us is 0700 903 903 903. All right. Let me go to the text, the messages I'm up in having here. It says here, good evening, brother. My name is Rahim. You can call me Rahim. I love your program so much, and it's good to have sex before married. Okay, you're saying it's good to have sex before married because some men and women are clean outside, but inside they are so dirty and bad odor. So I saw a lot before I got married. Mr. Uche from Ileasa. This is real, and I think you're making sense, but of course, that's your experience. All right. I'm going to come back to you, Mr. Uche from Ilasa. All right, but I got a call up in here. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. So what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Chinedu from Yanapaja.
All right, Chinedu. Chinedu, you know what we're talking about. So what's your take on this?
Yes, I want to say something based on the last caller.
Okay.
Whether having sex, I know that Bible said that marriage is honorable, based undefiled.
Undefiled, that's it.
Yeah. But having sex before marriage or not having sex before marriage is not the issue. The most important thing that everyone should know in marriage is to be sincere and be open. Truth. Even though if you don't have sex with a woman before having married to her, if she is the one that keeps secret, that cannot be able to interact, even when you see certain things and ask her, she will hid it.
Okay.
It can.
Hello, are you still there?
Cannot be able to sustain the marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't be able to sustain the marriage. Yesterday, when I called, I made some certain I put some things through what the things I see in my own marriage. There is anything that you are doing without sincerity and open heart. There is no how far you will go, that thing will survive. Sincerity, truth is the most important key to everything, even in marriage.
Okay.
So that is what I want to say.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that. Okay, so he's saying that it's not about having sex before marriage or not having sex before marriage. It's to be sincere to one another when you're getting into that place, that institution. It's for you to have, be sincere to yourselves, give yourself time, we talked about that yesterday, when we were talking about, okay, let me take this call and then I'll talk about this. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Okay, so what's your name, brother?
Mr. Patrick from Mafoluku.
Oh, Mafoluku. Okay, just around.
Yeah.
All right. So, what you have to say about what
is it about sex before marriage or?
Yeah, sex before
sex
marriage.
Before marriage.
Yeah, abstinence.
Yeah.
Sex before marriage.
No. Sex before marriage is very, very important.
Okay.
Very, very, very important.
So you're saying that it's good to have sex before marriage.
No, I have sex before marriage.
And you don't have any issues with your wife before, up until now. You didn't have any issues afterwards.
Plane just passed now. I didn't get you
okay.
Right, but
sorry about that.
All I'm trying to say is that sex before marriage is very, very important. Let's not hide things there. Very, very important. Hello?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Even what Bible is teaching about abstinence from sex before marriage is something one should sit back and think. Like some people, some churches do say, don't try to know that girl before marriage. What about if the girl is not a virgin? What about if the girl or the man, they don't know themselves, but they keep on having fun around just to satisfy the
pastor teaching.
Oh.
So after the whole thing will say bounce on them. What is the gain then? So what we should learn for having sex before marriage is very is many things that will correct things. The last caller said that is about the truth. What about the truth there?
Truth to be sincere to one another.
Yes, that one is certain. The first truth you will tell yourself is for you, two of you to know yourself first. Know the condition of your body. It's very important. Some do abstain. After now, they will say this man don't perform, or this girl has body odor, or something like that, which no one can stand. They have told themselves lies. So we want to now enjoy it for faith.
Okay.
For faith wise, it's something we should think very deep. It's not a small thing. I don't. It's because Bible said it. If not, I will not even listen to it for a second. Sex before marriage is very important.
And but
very important.
And but what the Bible says that we should abstain from that before, we shouldn't defile our beds. But then you got married having sex, and you didn't have any issue, and that means you didn't believe in what was preached in the Bible, that as a Christian that you should.
Believing it is okay, but if the ugly comes out, you need to enjoy it too. Don't complain it.
Yes,
don't complain. But you know that to enjoy it is not easy.
It's true. That's the reason.
It's easier said than done. It's easy to enjoy it. Kuro, our people call it ayapa.
Ayapa.
The market of a parcel. You just buy a parcel that you don't know what is inside. You're hoping that the social thing is inside. When now you open it, it's not what you think that it will be there. It will pay you now. So that's how I see it.
Okay.
Very important.
It's okay. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so everybody had their own understanding, and some people said, look, we know this says in the Bible, but we don't want to, because we have personal reason that we want to do this and it's working for us. And some say no, it's not good. Just like my brother here, Mr. Uche from Ilasa, was saying that, it's good to have sex before marriage because some men and women are clean outside, but inside there, they are dirty and battered. Why not discuss that when you're courting before it? I'm just saying. All right, I got another caller coming in through the nighttime show right here with Rahim. Hello. So sorry, I lost that call. You can call back again if you want. You can call back again. All right, so talking about abstinence, staying away from sex before you get married. That's what we're talking about. Hello. Good evening to you. I'm not hearing you. I think we're having a little problem here. But hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, maybe you should call back again. Okay. We have a little technical issue helping here. The phone, they're acting up. But try and call back again. Try and come back and let's try, because I need to hear you. I need to get your take on this. Yes, this has been controversial. We've been talking about this for years, in centuries. People have their own different, argument about this whole thing. You want to get married, you want to do what you got to do to get married, you want to test, you want to see it. And some people say it's not good enough for you to test, it's not good enough. And some people say, it's good for you to not test before you get married. There are complications, and we have a whole lot of them. I got a caller here. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn down that volume?
I've done that already.
Thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
All right,
Yeah.
no problem. So what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm John from Oshut.
All right, John, shoot.
You see, I want to say something
Go ahead.
concerning what the last caller said. The man that said it's very, very important.
Okay, go ahead.
He was saying something like I have. That is a personal thing. We're not talking about character. We're talking about sex.
Sex, yeah.
It's character that you say you bought parcel. When you want to buy something, you be careful because you don't know what is in it. We're talking about character in that I'm an Igbo man. I know he's an Igbo man, as you said. So, but in this case, number one, it is indiscipline to have sex before marriage.
Okay.
As a Christian, it is disobedient to God to have sex before marriage.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here with you.
You know, it's because of urge. What one? The urge of having sex that makes us do that. Otherwise, if you're a Christian and you are somebody who is listening to what Christians do before they get into it, you will not have sex before you get married to your wife. As some people are saying, getting to know your wife, the body odor, whatever. When you are courting, you're supposed to see all these things. You're supposed to know all these things.
Exactly.
You discuss yourselves. You know yourself. You know what you like and what you don't like. Have you seen it? Because, for example, let me tell you something. Before I got married, my wife was pregnant, 2 months pregnant before I got married to her. Do you know what my mother said? You say, what is wrong with you young men now? You like pregnanting your wives before getting married to them. You know, that's where I say it's indiscipline.
Okay.
Good. So, to them, it's indiscipline. You need not to do that. But do you know that what men do because of being afraid of not getting issues, children? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
They want to know if their wife will be able, if they can be able to give birth to children.
Kids, yeah.
They will try first. Immediately they see. You see some men, immediately they get to see that their wife is pregnant. Sharp, they will go do things on her head.
Oh, okay.
Some of them is what they are afraid of. They want to make sure, say, their wife can be able to deliver children.
I mostly deliver children, mostly a male child.
No. Don't go there. No, whether male or like myself, I used to tell them that it's male or female. The important thing is taking care of them. That is what I used to preach.
It's okay.
Whether they are male, like my wife asked me, like how many children do you want? I say 3. You say, what if they are girls? I say it doesn't matter. All I know is I need 3 children.
But you know that matters. You know that matters in some cultures.
To me, who is saying this to you now?
Okay.
Are you hearing me? Because I know that I'm not God.
Okay.
It's the way that God gives it to me, I take it that way.
It's okay.
Are you hearing me?
I got you.
But I tell you, do you know the way God blessed me? He gave me 3 boys and a girl.
You see now.
So the thing is being disciplined. Are you hearing me? And being obedient.
It's okay.
That is the thing.
That's
not about body odor, whatever. Because all these things, when you're cutting, you have to find out all these things.
Exactly. It's true.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
All right. So you see, he's saying when you're courting, just make sure that you figure out these things. I think I got a caller coming from somewhere. I don't know. Chidera is calling. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Hello, Chidera. Okay. I am having problem with your call. I can't hear you, Chidera. Okay, so sorry. Maybe you can call back again. Let me see if I can get that. All right. So we're still talking about sex before marriage. A lot of people have different notions about it. They have different understanding, and it doesn't work for everyone. People have different understanding when it comes to sex before marriage. Okay. I think I got a caller again. Let me see. Chidera is calling. I'm trying to fix myself here. Hello? Hello? Well, the voice call coming. I'm trying to figure out that to get this done. Chidera, you must have to call me back again, because I have to get the man in the house here to come help me out. Okay, shout out to Gozier is in the building, trying to figure out one or two things for me. Gozier is a guy who's around me right here, and shout out to him because he's doing great. Calls are coming in, is buzzing in. So let me see if I can take the Chidera. I'm going to get back to you later, but let me see who's calling me on the usual line. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you. Can you turn down the volume on that set of yours?
Okay. I'm sorry, I called back. I'm Chinedu from Yanapagi.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
I want to say something. I know that because sometimes we speak from experience of what we see in life. I know that we believe in the word of God and that we are Christians, especially me. Even get a point in my life that people just everything they just take it for granted. They took me as a fool because I so much believe in the things and the word of God, and I go according to the word.
Okay.
I want to say something. Sometimes, because the generation that we are into now, I may say that it's very much important that sometimes you have sex before the marriage, because a lot of gears that out now, most of them have a lot of issues. Just like when I got married, I was very afraid. Even the first girl I wanted to marry, she told me that she has a covenant with God, she don't want to have a sex before marriage. I keep to that, but along the line, she didn't marry, and I did not touch her. The second one also happened that way. But along the line, after marriage, I discovered a lot of things. She have a lot of issues, a lot of sicknesses that she couldn't be able to conceive.
Really?
Yeah. I spent almost everything I had. Every time in the hospital, from one problem to another, from one problem to another, from one problem. To the extent that doctor asked me, who is this person to you? And another thing is that because of I am afraid, I don't want to offend God, we didn't catch it. You get? I didn't friend her for a long time. I didn't friend her for a long time because of that. I said I don't want to offend God, and I saw her, I love her, and I like her, and I got married to her. When I ask her a lot of things, she will say nothing, she will swear and all that. But she had a lot of issues that assuming that maybe if we get into ourselves, maybe for 3 months, 6 months, maybe if I discover those things, I may not go ahead to kind of marry her, because there is a lot of problem that a lot of young boys, even young girls, are carrying today, because we just see somebody we marry, and we don't even have time to ourselves, because if you say you're a Christian, because when you come in contact with the person, maybe you come to visit you, come to visit her and all that, one day, something must happen. And in a situation whereby you want to avoid that, you don't want that to happen. And you keep yourself holy, and for her to keep herself holy. And at the end of the day, you got married, and that person that you are preserving yourself for have already been spoiled. And at the age of the deed, she could not be able to give what that you really needed from the marriage. A lot of there is somebody I know. This woman had a son, had a daughter, and they lied to her husband that nothing. And at the process when she got that particular man that they married to, she was pregnant and she aborted it, and the captain affected her womb. The man was taking her from one hospital to another, from one church to another, and they get to a point the woman brought her daughter to the house, saying that is her sister's daughter. Are you getting me?
I'm guessing you. Go ahead.
And the girl was calling her mommy. A day came, the man began to ask, why is this guy calling you mommy? I don't know. After many years, after 7 to 8 years. Along the line, the man began to, make some inquiries because he discovered that girl was the woman's daughter. A girl that have grown to 20-something years was the woman's daughter.
Wow.
Are you getting me? And she have not had any issue with the man. Not only we spent 7 years, nothing to show. For that 7 years, she was held from one hospital to another, from this to this. And then when I ask her some things, she will take it. Assuming maybe, we play for 1 year, 6 months, nothing show. Maybe I may be having double man. Why are you not conceiving? Why have you not taken it after all this? Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go ahead.
So sometimes we need to think front and back, because the creature was made for our own good, not for our foolishness. Some people took scripture and the face of God in a foolish way. We don't be wise sometimes. God said we should be wise like a serpent. Because a lot of people enter into us and they just play with us. They have what they want to have. I don't know what some people want to achieve. Like my own woman, I don't know what she was, hiding all those things for me. And at the process, we are spending money. You still hide it. At the process, you know what is wrong. You are jumping up and then moving from here to here, and you kept quiet. Yes, we know that Bible standards are there. That Bible standard based on when the woman that you want to marry is a born again, and you are a born again, and she is very sure, and you are sure of yourself, and she is sure of herself. But sometimes when you just meet somebody, you begin to tell something. People keep a lot of women, they keep secrets, a lot of secrets. Some even keep a secret they cannot tell their mother. They will keep it. Yes, they will keep it. They will cover it. They will be eating with it, struggling with it. And the man will be dying. He will be dying silently. He will be dying. This kind of issue have killed a lot of men, and that is why you see a lot of widows all over the place. Because of problems, family problems. You see them in the beer parlor, they drink. Some of them, they couldn't love them, they die. So it's very much important that we are sincere to ourselves. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not. Sincerity, being truthful, being straightforward. If you want to marry, you know that you are coming to marry. You are coming to marry. You must be sincere. You must be faithful. Know what you come for. Because marriage is not friendship. It's not any other thing. This thing that we call marriage is an institution that you cannot graduate from. Even the people that have been there for 100 years don't even understand it. You need sincerity and commitment and faithfulness. Without that, no matter what you are preaching, no matter what you go to church and sleep there, you carry Bible on your head, you are just wasting your time.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for calling, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to see if I can get. I think I got a caller coming from another channel. Chidera is trying to call us, but I don't know. Can't really get this out. Hello? Hello? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, Chidera, I think it's best for you to call the main line, 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. That's our number for you to call. All right, you're still listening to your number one People's Radio. This is right here, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos, broadcasting live from Lagos. I am Rahim, and this show you're checking out is called Nighttime Show. And we're talking about having sex before marriage. Is it good? Why do you want to have sex before marriage? Why you're not having sex before marriage? What is there? What is not there? People have different understanding when it comes to that. People, this is it has been an ages kind of like, and you know how we used to say the olden days controversial topic. So people are calling in. You can be part of us. Call in and give us your own take. Hello.
Good evening. My name is Habib from Ijeoma.
Okay, Habib, go ahead.
Okay, on the issue of sex before marriage, I think the world is still the Igbo place. There's still a lot of things people are hiding for each other, especially when talk about the man and marriage. So I think being in courtship, you can both gender can still have like orderly agreements with each other that okay, having sex doesn't mean that you not marry each other or something like that. I think there's nothing. I know in Christianity and even in Muslim go against having sex before marriage, but you guys can still come together and utterly agree that maybe in form of oaths can still come together and agree that okay, having sex doesn't mean that you not get married or something like that. Because there was a particular lady I met a few years ago, and she told me a story concerning when she wanted to marry a man. That was when she was very young. That she was really beautiful lady, and every man in that particular town was like wanted to marry her. So she decided to marry a guy. She was a virgin then. She decided to marry a man. So the man she decided to marry. So after going into marriage with him without having sex at all, so she realized that both of them staying together for a couple of days after the marriage and anything couldn't happen. The man couldn't touch her, and she was like, she did already in marriage. If I had been when we were not married is understandable. It was like 2-3 months, nothing happened. So she had to, one day at night, she had to tap the man when the man was sleeping and said, wow, Oga, you have married now for 3 months. Nothing has come up between us. But you have to have children, or what did you think? The man said that, why are you disturbing me? Don't worry, we think about it, we do something about it. So the situation was going like that for more than 2 years. Okay. Nothing happened. The man couldn't have sex with her. So there was a day the lady now thinks that okay, but she cried and couldn't see solution with time to pack her load and left the man.
And left the marriage.
So she
left the marriage.
Yes, she left the marriage. So when she left the marriage and left and probably changed the town she went to Lagos. because she was in town outside outskirts of Lagos, probably in Ogun State. So when she came to Lagos, so every relationship she was entering into, she was having this somehow spiritual problem. Well, probably when she met up the new man, the relationship won't last more than like a month. The other man will discard his load and send her packing. And she like that, she changed more than nine different men on different marriage. Hello?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
You get me?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah. Different type of marriage with different men. And this lady was a virgin before when he got married to her first husband. So these different men. So she now went to consult spiritual help. So she was told that the first man she got married was the one that did her that she couldn't marry to any other man without. You understand?
So the first guy, what you're saying is the first guy she got married to was the one who did this thing to her.
Yes, he was the one that did that to her because she's going around going for spiritual help, and that same thing is what she's being told, that the first man, that she has to go back to the first man. So I think sex before marriage is better at times, where you see about what is happening, because the world is still evil. A lot of people are perpetrating. You don't know. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of stories concerning that. But probably you can utterly have just like I want to marry to a lady, you can utterly have the statement together like, okay, let's have sex before marriage, but I will really marry you. That's just like a form of a covenant or something like that. I think there's nothing bad in doing that. So that's just my submission.
All right, thank you for submitting this one.
Right.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, good evening to you. So what's your name?
Yes, my name is Ijeoma Egwuatu, calling from Isolo.
Okay. My Bukachi, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on to Vio FM, right?
Yeah. Sex before marriage, that's what we're talking about. Abstinence, staying away from that.
Yes, thanks. Yes, I've listened to the program. Before I contribute, I would like to ask a question to general Africans. The first question is, how many of these people preaching no sex before marriage can boldly stand and say they were virgins before they got married?
Yeah,
I believe many of them, they are not even virgins before they got married. You also notice that majority of those preaching no sex before marriage are the religious ones, the holy elder ones. I'm not discarding the possibility of being naturally a moral person.
Okay.
But this religion and this Bible we are using to defend this, let us also understand that this same Bible has so many people who had premarital sex and nothing happened to them. They succeeded.
Like
so many Bibles in the story.
Like,
let me not go too far.
No, let's. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. What?
All right.
Which particular one are we talking about?
Someone like our father, we admire so much, Abraham, had extramarital affair with Haggai.
No, come on. Come on now. Come on. Extramarital affair.
No, let's go there. Esau.
Come on.
Jacob.
Wait, hold on. Extramarital. Let me understand. Let's talk about Abraham, because that's my namesake right there. Let's talk about Abraham, okay? So you said he had an extramarital affair
with Haggai, the man of his wife Sarah.
So, but that was not an extramarital affair for me.
he was not legally married to the woman.
Okay, fine. That's correct. But that woman was a bond woman that was meant to serve them. They I don't want to use the other word, but they are bond women that he owned. Like the lady is like his own. You get yeah, like his property, exactly. So even before they did that, it was the wife that had a consent. They have an understanding, a mutual understanding before that happens.
Okay. Aside that now, I have observed that some of the problems we have in marriages in Africa is because of this sexless marriage. A sexless marriage is bound to crash. The problem is that we are, this part of the world, we are this kind of people that want to always be hypocritical in nature. We want to always have a way to defend everything. It's just like somebody, for example, that left his house in the morning and he refused to follow safety procedures and he gets hit by a car. He will tell you that somebody from village sent the spirit to come and beat him. That is how we are in this part of the world, Africa. Now, talking about sex before marriage, I have a friend that his marriage crashed. Why did he crash? When he met the lady, this guy is the guy that have a high libido. He likes a woman to give him oral. This woman told him, when I do it now, you're not married to me. I feel like I'm committing sin. At the end of the day, the guy, married the lady. Auntie, you're not legally married. Auntie started giving excuses. It's not my thing. Just give me time. For the past 5 years, they were married. Imagine this guy did this when they were just single, when they were not married. They would have seen this signal, they would have seen this red flag, and make up his mind either to stay or to go. But Africans, how can you tell me someone I do not know his or her sexual performance, I should go and end up with her? And that is why many of them that believe in this no sex before marriage, they are the ones that post so much on Facebook. Admin, please hide my identity. It's many of them.
For real.
Because they did not find out from onset if this will favor them or not. They are doing holy altar. We need to come up from this 20th century religion and adapt to the system that this is 21st century. Things got to change. Even the Bible we are using to quote all this is not even written based on African background. It was written based on Jewish background.
And so, can I correct something? But the real aborigines of the Jewish are blacks. Do you know that?
I agree.
Okay, so the ones you are seeing now are not the real ones. The real ones are real blacks. The one that the song has actually touched.
I know the history.
So,
but it is still Jewish tradition. I know that there are majority of the part of Southeast Igbo culture. There is this tradition they normally do when you want to marry a woman in those days. Before you even pay her bride price, they say that the woman will pack her come and stay with the man for like some days or weeks, and they will be with each other and know if they are able to handle each other sexually and the rest of them.
For real.
And if it did not work, I believe those who are elderly can confirm this, but it's due to civilization, those things are wiped out. That is the core African tradition. Remember that this sex, that majority of the people who are preaching this no sex before marriage, many of them will be on our beautiful ladies. But I can tell you categorically clearly, men have the ability to initiate sex, or women have the ability to enjoy sex more than men. And what is the Saturday program when they'll bring that one out? I'm going to call back and I'll prove it to everybody.
Okay, you want me to bring that topic up so we can talk about it, right?
Go on, let's talk about it. No problem.
That's good. You've given me a job.
Should we go there?
No, not to do, brother. Not to do. We can do it tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. We can do it next week. We got a lot.
Oh, very well. I don't have a problem with that.
So that is okay. Go ahead.
So that is what I'm trying to say. The problem is that we always see this sex as one thing that stains you.
There are men, they don't know how to express love. They don't know how to bond with their women. It's true sex.
That also.
There are men that are naturally.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
There are men, they are not naturally romantic. They don't know how to be romantic. It's just sex that they know. So when you want to take it off from them, what are you taking off? You now tell a man, okay, like me, I have this belief. If I can open the mouth and tell a woman, I love you, I want something with you, I must make sure we have had something sexual. Do you know why I said that? Because a man who is sexually aroused can promise you helicopter, can promise you island. That moment, his brain is divided. It's not coordinated at that moment. So I always prefer, have what you want to have. Let your eye clear. Know that whatever you're saying it with your clear eyes. That is what I believe. I might be wrong. Some people might not agree with me.
Yeah, true though. True though.
Let me stop here with you tomorrow. Anyway.
No problem. So hoping to.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much too for calling in. I'm hoping to hear from you tomorrow. The next week is really going to be heavy because we're going to go into love in some days. We're going to go into love talks that talk about man. If some men and women don't know how to profess love and how to do it. And then we're also going to talk women and men, which is the one that does the baddest thing at the hand. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about all of those things some of these days. Hello?
Yeah, I call again, Mr. Patrick from Afro.
Okay, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah. I thank God a good number of people are seeing into my own direction.
Okay.
Yes. Sex before marriage is very, very important, as I said. You know, when the Bible wrote this thing about abstinence from sex, that was when this virginity were reigning. You know that virginity are not reigning as a time of food when you compare today to yesteryear. Today, even prostitutes do dress up and go to church to make sure that they go there and ask God one thing or the other, to make sure that they went to the church like others and come back like others. So you know what that means. So if now you take some, in that case now, many people whom their womb have been wounded are part of the people that they will tell you to take in, to not know the condition of their listen, private part before you take them as a wife. And again, I don't want anybody to use his or her family to judge this topic we are discussing. If you pick a wife and it happened that it goes well with you, that doesn't mean that you use it as a yardstick to judge others. No, it is very, very wrong.
Yeah.
You can hear many people who spoke. They keep on telling us that though Bible have said it, but it is equally dangerous. You know that this thing also hits the faith. Some people who do it as the Bible said, and after God disappointed, that do make them, many of them, to fall out of the faith.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Such can make some, if such could happen, then what have you achieved as a man of God who preached that to someone? Even this thing do hit some of the pastors. It do hit some of the pastors. It do scatter the ministry about the pastor's wife and pastor if they see such a thing in their circle. So what are we trying to say? Simple. Use your brain. It's even better you offended God that you know your wife before marrying her and still continue in faith than you did not know her and fall out of faith.
It's okay.
So let's be wise. So let's be wise.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
All right. I have Chidera. I've been trying to be able to get you a call. I think I want to believe that. Hello. Hello. Yeah, Chidera. Sorry that I was having a technical problem picking your call, but right now I've done that. So thank God I've been able to figure that out. So what's your take on this, Chidera?
Yes, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Okay. I've been hearing the conversation, right?
Yes.
Like my brother that said, it's better to offend God than to offend the whole self. I don't think it's better to offend God than to offend the world.
Are you there?
So
okay.
So I'm there. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. So it's not better to offend God. You understand? So we should get that straight. So coming to what you're saying, having sex before marriage or not having sex before marriage, it depends on individual. You understand? It depends on individual. What work for you may not work for the other person. You understand?
Okay.
And most people believe that when you have sex with your partner, to check maybe you can be able to conceive or whatever. Mind us, we are not the one giving child.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So you can test whatever you want to test. when you are not married to that lady, and you still get into marriage, you will not have child. So we are not God.
Yeah, I got you.
So saying that you test to know maybe the lady can conceive, fine and good. It may work for you, it may not work for you. So you may be testing whatever you're testing. Maybe the lady is sexual compatible or high, whatever. You will still get into marriage. The person will not have child. So what are you going to do that time? You say you tested. So what did you not test then?
Testicles.
And also saying to test to know maybe the child, the person, or saying maybe when the lady got pregnant, you married the lady immediately. It doesn't work like that. You understand? It may work for some people, it may not work for some people. Getting married before, getting pregnant before marriage is not a certificate that man will get married to you. You understand?
True though.
So it's not a certificate that man will intentionally marry to you. So they shouldn't use marriage to deceive we ladies. You understand? You know, once we hear marriage like this, everything has finished.
True though.
You understand? Yes. Once we hear marriage like this, everything don't finish. You understand? So being pregnant before you get married doesn't mean that person will marry you. It may work, it may not work. It's not a certificate that person will marry you. Understand? There's some people they promise you that they will marry you. Once you get pregnant like this, they will deny you, they will run away.
That's true.
They will say they don't know what you're talking about. So what are we saying?
Okay, let me
I'm hearing you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you married now?
I'm not married.
Okay, so would you want to have sex before you get married or no?
I don't think I will do that. I don't think I will do that though.
What about if you get the information that your man that you want to get married to is having porously having sex all over the place and you are not having sex? Would you want to get into that kind of relationship, or would you change your mind to have sex with him so you can keep him?
Well, you see, when we talk about sex doesn't keep relationship.
Okay.
You understand? Sex doesn't keep relationship. We may be having sex from morning till night. If you still want to scatter, it will scatter. You understand? What will be. I don't think that sex is a solid foundation in a relationship. I don't think. There is other ways, you understand? And they shouldn't present sex in a table that is a solid. They be having sex with that man morning, afternoon, night, morning, afternoon, night. If you still want to break it, to break. No matter how long you have had sex with that person. You understand?
Yeah.
So so I don't believe is a solid this thing for the relationship to last or not last.
Okay.
A relationship that will last. There is some people that they do not have any sexual intercourse with their wife or their husband, and just this thing still work out. That's why I say what work for you may not work for somebody. Understand? It depends on the individual. If you want to do it, fine and good. I'm not judging anybody. You understand? So we are not the one to judge. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it depends on the individual. When you want to do it, you do it. And where I'm coming from is that if you have, maybe you are having an issue, maybe you are sick, be a man or woman, at least that your partner, you should open up to this your partner. This is what I'm going through. You understand?
Yeah.
Than to hide it.
To hide it. We talked about
yes,
it
to marriage. Yes. You understand? Than to hide it to marriage. Just open up to that person. This is what I'm passing through. You understand? If that person want to be with you, it will be with you no matter any situation that you are going through. But in a way I'm against is that you hide that thing, and when you get into marriage, the person will start suffering it. You understand? Why don't you let that person know on time? This is what I'm passing through. Be a man, be a woman. You understand?
Yeah.
So this your partner will know. You understand? When you're planning your marriage, you tell the person, this is what I'm going through. You understand? Or you have any problem, tell the person. If that person want to be with you, he or she will be with you. Not hiding it. You understand?
Yeah.
So I understand some of them points. You understand? So as he there for woman, I saw it there for man. You understand? Some of the men also used to hide some things. You understand? But I don't see any reason why you hide things from your partner and the person that you say you want to spend the rest of your life with. Tell this person, this is what I'm going through. If he or she want to be with you, he will be with you, no matter what. And what will be. You understand? So sex before marriage or sex not before marriage, it depends on the individual. If you want to do it, fine and good. I'm not judging anybody. That's how they want it. You understand? So if you choose to keep yourself, fine and good. So I don't think that is important or will make that a relationship to last. No.
It's okay.
You understand? Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. Chida, you didn't tell me where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Agopalasu.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Are you the one taking out tonight from now?
Very soon. I will soon stop. I have like 30 minutes plus. I should be stopping by 12 o'clock. But if there's any other strength left, I will continue till 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We have a lot to talk about, but this one, we're still talking about this one. A lot of people are calling, so I want to give them the opportunity for them to call and talk about it. So thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. Sorry, John calling back from Oshodi.
Okay, John. All right, let's do this. Go ahead.
There are two things I want to say.
All right.
Do you know some people will say because they want to know if their wife is impotent, they get the girl pregnanted and get married to her, then and the child goes out. From there, they will not be able to conceive. Do you know that?
Yeah. Well.
Because that is to tell you that what will be will be. That is where I say disobedient. When you want to try God, you want to disobey God,
then he will tell you that he is God. Then that woman will take in. By the time you get married to her, then the child will be aborted. Then what happens? What are you going to do? And from there, you may not be able to conceive anymore. But this by His grace. That is number one.
Okay.
Number two, go and check very well. Any man who really wants to marry does not check anything, so long as he loves the woman.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah, I do. I understand. Love though.
It is when you see a woman, you say, "This one, I love her. I want to marry her." You won't check if, please, no, we're not going to have sex. You will not bother about that because you really love and you want to marry.
So even if you finally get married to the woman, okay, and the woman tells you that she has, even if you now finally got married to the woman,
yes,
and the woman now had to tell you that she had problems because you love her, you can now, look for solution together. I mean, that's what you're saying.
Do you know that love counts no error?
Yeah, I know about that. I know.
Good. That is why you see some people. You will see somebody on a wheelchair, seeing it clearly, and you still marry that person. What is that?
That's love. But they say, but you know what they say? They say love is blind. They say love is stupid.
So now it's love. So when you get married to that person, if you truly love, then the person you find out that there is problem, you will try to sort it out together if you really care.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? That is why it is better you are loved before you get into it than say you just see a woman. You look at a beautiful woman, you carry him, go inside. Or you see a handsome man or a man that is wealthy, you follow him. At the end of the day, what you get, you take. Have you seen it? So, abstaining from sex, at least, is, like I said before, discipline and obedient. All those things, if you have them, you will know exactly what I'm saying. And let me give other people a chance to talk.
Yeah, so thank you so much for calling in again. I appreciate you. All right.
Bless you.
Okay. So, I mean, I've got a whole lot coming through. Yes, that's another coming through. Okay, so let me see. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
My name is Casey. I'm calling from Blue Haven.
All right. You're calling from where? Heaven?
Blue Haven.
Blue Heaven.
Yeah.
Blue Heaven. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
The last two callers, Chidera and the other guy, there's a statement they made that I disagree with.
All right. So
they said what will be will be. That is very, very wrong. Me, I will say it is what you allow to be that will be. Because when God created man, after creating man, God himself handed his powers over to man by making man co-creators.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now, coming to the topic, he said sex before marriage, if it is good or bad, that is the question, right?
Yeah. If it's good or bad,
My
yes.
My brother, these things has destroyed so many
So is it
relationships.
good? Is it good or is it bad? Is it before you have sex before you get married? And what's the reason? Are you married, or when you were?
I'm not married. But me, I will not advise any young man or young woman to go into marriage without knowing the
opposite sex,
the person, the opposite sex, as in the level of their sex life.
So let me ask you a question now. Let me build up your brain a little bit. Let me shake you up a little bit. This question goes to every other person who's listening to. I'm just thinking out loud. Now you married, or you're saying, okay, you wanna have sex before you get married, and you now find out after you have sex, so you now find out that the libido of that woman, okay, is very, very high. Her libido.
That will now give. That would give that would then give me a room for decision.
Decision like leaving her to someone whose libido is not high like yours?
That will make me to know if I'm able to handle it or not.
No, that's what I'm asking. So now, if eventually, if you do not have the libido like her, you don't have that kind of libido. So what do you do? What do you eventually do? I'm talking for other people.
Because I already know because I already know what is going to happen in the future. It is right there for me to make my decision.
So what will be your decision? That's what I'm trying to find out.
To be my decision.
Yes, if in instance, for instance, your libido is not strong. Her own libido is strong. How do you handle such situation?
Sorry, you already know my decision. You don't need to. You already know my decision.
No, I don't.
It's just right for me to walk away.
Am I a magician? How do I know? Oh yeah, you tell me now.
It's just right for me. It's just right for me to walk away, or I will face the music that will come with it in the future.
So that means you're saying that people that have high libido is a bad thing for them to have libido because your own libido is not high.
No, I didn't say it's a bad thing.
So why would you leave? Why didn't you walk on your? I'm just an example. You should walk on yourself. Get the libido that mark and be in the same 100% with her if you truly love her.
See, do you know? Let me
I'm just
from
saying,
this angle.
Okay, any angle you want come, man, just come. I'm ready.
Okay,
here.
let me come from this angle. Do you know that once you are married, at first both of you love each other. Do you know that once you are married, at some point, many people is going to disagree with me in this what I want to say right now, but at some point, love fades away.
Okay.
You know that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, when that love fades away, the thing that will keep your marriages then will be what is happening around the marriage. One, maybe children or things that is happening within the two of you. That's why you see in some marriages, not before you know it, they tend to not disagree with each other again. These are people who once loved each other, but because that love has faded away, and what is holding them is not strong. That thing they are bearing, that thing they see from the beginning that they can bear within them, they could not hold it anymore. They have to fight. They have to find way to start fighting each other.
Okay.
Marriage is very, very deep. It's very, very deep. That from beginning, from Adam, you have to. Somebody said, once you are in love, you don't have to check. My brother, start from that time to start checking those things that will stop you in the future. There are things that you have control over. There are things you don't have control over. You have to check if both of you are compatible. If both of you, especially the sex life, the blood type, all those things, you have to check them now.
Okay. All right.
You have to check for those things to avoid under 3 months, both of you are fighting each other.
It's okay.
So that is my own view.
Thank you so
You
much.
have to look out for these things,
Yes.
because
It's
once you are married, the next thing you look out for is how to build life, and not once you are inside you start checking something you are supposed to check from when you are outside. You're now inside and start checking for it, and then the ashebi that we sold, that we spend money to sow, will now
not
be a
for
waste.
waste. Oh.
So
that is that.
another wife.
So is that one that you're looking at? Nah, that would be waste. I beg. This is okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate your calling. Thank you so much. I got a lot of calls coming here. Hello. Okay. Still, we're still talking about it, but I actually wanted to take a break, but it looks as if it's a little bit hard for me to take a break because the phones are buzzing and people want to talk about it. Okay, so it's getting close to the hour, 12 o'clock, and then I'm looking forward to be able to want to talk about something else that I thought about, because usually we're supposed to be a 2-segment thing on the nighttime show. We'll talk about one, we'll go to the next one, and I don't know, but I'm still getting a lot of calls coming in. I'm going to take a couple of calls, and if you also have messages, send it through, and I'll take it. Believe me. 0700-903-903-903. And possibly I'm going to get a couple of calls up in here, and then afterwards we're going to go into a little break, okay? But let me see who's calling me. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, I could come back.
Well, let me get your name very well.
Okay. Akuchinyere. You can call me Wealth from God giving.
Okay, Wealth or Akuchinyere. Well, I got it right. Chinere, Abi. What happened? Have you disappeared all of a sudden? Okay. All right. I believe you want to say something. Maybe you're going to be the last caller, and then we're just going to move into something else. If you guys are going to be with me, we're probably going to talk about something else and have a good conversation about something else different from this afterwards. But I just want to see if I can get a couple of calls, and then we end the show. Hello?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning? It's not up to 12 o'clock. I don't know why would you be saying morning right now. Or where are you calling me from? What's your name?
My name is Chika, calling from Achievable.
Okay, Chika. Chika, you heard what we've been talking about since this night. What is your take?
Yes. I take is that sex is not love. You see, sex is not love. I'm not supporting sex before marriage, because sex is not love. Anybody that says that sex is love is a lie. You understand? Yes, because even though you are partner, even though the person that said that if he did not have sex with you, that he will not marry you, but that is all lie. It's a lie.
So they used to use this to fake to make women to fall and say if you don't have sex, I won't marry, and then they'll not give.
I no, I'm not a supporter of that, because sex is not love. What will be. Even though that person that say yes, even though that you think that sex keeps relationship, even though that your partner is he said that if I don't have sex with you, I will not date you. Leave that person out. There are so many fish in the ocean. Yes.
Fish.
Yes,
there's a lot of fish in the ocean. So you should leave the person. No, what you're saying.
Because of sex before marriage. That is why many ladies are single mothers today.
Yeah, you're sure about that.
That is why we have so many single mothers today. This one we say, if I do not have sex with you, I will not marry.
So
if you just give a room to that, once you have sex, you get pregnant, the man will vanish.
Okay,
so what
that's
happens?
what you meant.
If you try calling him, see what he say, are you sure that I'm the one that give you? So we deny, so we say that I don't know you. That is why we have so many single mothers today.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you mean now, huh? Okay.
Yes. Even though somebody says, okay, so like they say if I don't have sex, even though your partner says that it's a sex that can keep you. If that person is a womanizer, you will still humanize after marrying you.
Okay.
Yes, it's because of all this sex. If you don't give me sex, I will not marry you. Once you open up and give that person what you want, once the pregnancy comes, you will deny it. You lady will be the one to suffer it.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So let me ask you a question. Are you married?
I'm not married.
Okay. So are you practicing abstinence from sex before you get married?
I don't think that I know because I have seen people that fall into victims.
No,
I don't want what happened to others happen to me. Yes, the guys will tell them, if you don't give me sex, I won't marry you. They open up and they get pregnant, and those guys deny them.
Okay,
most
so
of my friends are.
That's what I'm asking now. I'm asking you. I know that you have. Are you talking based on experience, or is this something you know that has been happening to other people?
Yes, because I will not allow that person that thing to happen to me.
So that means you will not have sex before you now marry now.
I won't give. Even the church that I'm going to is against it. Once you
are one Zion.
Once you are pregnant, they will not attend. They will not wait you.
What?
My mother
is it? Let me ask you a question. Is it a Catholic church you go to?
Yes, I'm a Catholic. And my father is a catechist. My mother is a strong. So they will not allow that thing to happen.
It's okay.
They will not allow that thing to happen. Because once it's happened, you're on your own.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Eventually, if you are a victim, if you fall a victim of that, instead of you to throw away to abort the baby, better keep the baby, because God no one.
Of course.
Nobody know who is who tomorrow. Nobody know who will. Yes. Eventually the thing happens. Instead of you to go abort the baby or throw the baby away, just keep the baby and train the baby.
Okay. That's a good advice. Thank you.
That is my take. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What about BB?
BB is on leave. BB is on leave for today.
Okay.
She probably will be here tomorrow. Maybe. I respect her.
Okay.
Right.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that. Okay. It's getting close to the hour of 12 o'clock. I'm still thinking if I've got any strength left, I'll be able to, want to be with you guys until 1 o'clock. But it's definitely going to be another kind of topic that we're going to get into. I wanted to do this for 2 hours, and the next 1 hour will be another topic. But I'm still getting a lot of calls up in here. So let's see. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. What's your name?
David from Oshodi.
All right, David from Oshodi. Real quick, shoot. Tell me what you think about this.
What I want to contribute about the conversation.
Yes.
My own, for me, not everything about sex. Not every man married because sex. We believe. If you with me, my belief.
Okay, so David, you're not married. I believe you're not married, right?
Yes.
So, would you want to have sex to a woman you want to get married to before you marry her?
If I ask her and she said no, if I love her and I like her, that cannot stop me from marrying her.
So if you don't like her, and you don't love her, you don't like her, that means you go inside for the kill, Abi? If you like her, you will not do it. But if you don't like her, that means you enter.
No, that's fine. I said, if I like her and I love her and I really want to marry her,
okay.
And I ask her for it and she said no, I must marry before that. I told that yes. I'm not marrying her because of sex. I will go inside.
I got you.
Yeah. Once she can give me the peace of mind, what I want, not everything about sex. peace of mind.
Okay, peace of mind. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. 7 minutes down to the hour, close to the hour, to the top of the hour, 12 o'clock, and I'm thinking if I should be able to go. BB's not going to be on today to be able to go into that another level, another realms, and so I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop here, and for everybody who called, I just want to say thank you for calling in. It's really going to be a great time tomorrow, next, and like that. But what is my take on this? My take on this is relative. It's a lot of people just have what suits them, what fits them. People want to do what that's good for them. People want to be in the position, in a place where they'll feel fine. And everyone's body is not the same. Everyone's thought process is not the same. Everybody's way of reasoning is not the same. So whether you're trying to do something that fits you, suits you, your body, your mind, it's definitely not going to be the same with the next person. So whatever you think that works for you, this is fine. Whatever you think that works for you is fine. You want to have sex before marriage? You want to abstain from having any sexual intercourse with anyone, even if when you're young and you're not even planning to get married at a time. Abstinence, do you do it or not? Do you believe in it? Do your parents tell you about it? What are the benefits? You need to figure out things yourself and see what suits you, because the truth is no one can force you to do things that you don't want to do. If someone tells you don't enter fire and you go and enter fire, it is only you that can carry the loads at the end of the day. No one is going to force anybody, to do anything. We can only talk to you. We can only tell you. So whatever you believe in, go ahead. Whatever you believe in, go ahead and do it. If it suits you, fine. But as a Christian, abstinence is part of our thing. And for some places in churches, a man of God talks about it because, and I think some man of God talks about it because some scrupulous persons who are into demonic stuff uses sex to destroy lives and stuff like that. That's why sometimes when you had sex with some certain people, you start having issues that take some from you. That's going to be a talk for another day. I don't want to get religious that much. But for someone who's well read, I know a lot of these things are looking into the eyes of the situation and things going on in the world. You'd be able to depict and dissect things the way they come. But as I said before, you're not going to force yourself. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do because you own yourself. If you want to believe in what your men of God are talking about it, go ahead, abstain. If not, go ahead. If it suits you, go ahead. The consequences comes through. You will be the one to carry it at the end of the day. God loves to tell us to do things. I beseech you to do this thing. I will love you to do this thing because I think it's good for you, but it's not going to force you. Even God doesn't force people to do things. So that's my take for today. Now, the reason why I actually took a lot of time to be able to talk about this issue is because I figure out that a lot of people are having, they're having double mind. Do it or not do it. However you want to get married, you want to have sex before, whether you love the person. If you truly want to get married, some people say, is when I had sex, that's when I know that, yes, the person is for me. And some people say, I did not do it and I got into it and we're still there. Some people say it's luck. Some people say it's bad luck. Some people say, whatever works for you. That's me. All right. Okay. So I want to thank everybody who called in. I want to thank you so much for calling in. At first, I had technical issue because my head was turning. So, I mean, thank you. I would have actually taken all of your names, write them down so I can call all your names one on one. Maybe that's going to be the next thing I'll do tomorrow. And all of you will write your names down, get your names. And I'm going to call your names one by one. Even if it's 100, 200, I'll call them and say thank you. Show some love. That's what I'm going to tell you before I leave the studio. Show some love all the time. Love has power. Okay? First, you can't give love if you don't love yourself. So first of all, you must love yourself. All right. It's the shall I say the nighttime show? I actually wanted to say the midnight. No, Vivi is doing a midnight or after is it midnight? Yes. So I don't know. I will not be able to do it. So it's getting close to the hour of 12 when I'm going to stop and say thank you so much for sticking around with me. It's your number one People's Radio, Voice of the People. It's 90.3 FM. You can always log it on. I'll be here from 9, possibly from 10 o'clock down to 12. And I'm actually trying to get to know you more. I'm trying to get to know you. And then I got a lot of things that I will bring on the table so you will love to talk about it. Now, I always say this before I go. I'm going to say it again. Healthy conversation is very good. It's a therapy of its own. Some people don't talk. Some people are, what is it called, that thing? Okay, let me not get into it. But some people are just so quiet and they don't talk. And I feel that if you have a conversation with someone good, someone, then healthy conversation with someone all the time, you'll be able to, touch your brain a little bit. Like going to the gym and trying to keep your muscles on, and that's what you do with your brain. And you can learn, you can also teach others if you have a teachable spirit. And you just keep moving. Life is not statical, but it's a bad thing for you to be in a place. Don't be in the place, keep moving. So that's what I'm going to tell you. When you have a good conversation with someone, you will live long. You talk your differences, you talk about things that are good, you talk about things that suit you, things that you can actually learn from. What are you talking about? Some things you can learn from, and then some things that can suit you. I mean, something that has to do with self-development. You develop yourself every day, and don't give up. Thank you so much. It's 12, and it's 12 a.m. now, so I'm saying good morning to all of you. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, right here on your number one People's Radio, VOP 90.3 FM. My name is Ryan. Adios.